Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Yes, I know I promised you that I will should finish yesterday all the sewing with canvas, but my sewing machine overheated and it told me like it's enough. You can finish it tomorrow. So we need to sew another 2 canvas together, then another second seam, and then we can continue working with cutting and sewing our sails actually to this pattern, like with all the reinforcements, clue cloth, earring cloth, and all these leeches also. So this is what we will do today. At least I hope I will sew one sail. Maybe I will continue sewing until I will sew both of them, because I have to do the laundry. I have to laundry when it's completely sewn on the sewing machine. I have to do the laundry just to clean all the pencil marks. So next week we can tint the sails, and then again we have to wait at least 24 hours until the sails will dry, so we can continue cutting them and sewing the bolt ropes. And my plan is that I will show you, like, for example, how to sew the bolt rope at the head of the sail, how to make kringles, how to make clue. Oh, by the way, I think I mentioned it in the previous episode that this is a small boat, small vessel, so actually the clue were made out of the bolt rope itself, because usually I'm imitating this. Usually I'm also just serving corner or piece of rope and shaping the clue from the bolt rope on the bigger ships too. But originally clue was made from a separate piece of rope, a little thicker even than the bolt rope itself, and it was sewn to the corner of the sail, like to the bolt rope. But in our case we don't have to even serve it, we just have to shape it into a clue, and it just make a loop and make a proper season, and it is ready. So I just want to show you on one sail how to do it. So, and the rest I probably will make behind the screen, because it will take forever if I will do everything on the live streams. Plus minus this size of the sail. For the Boreas, when I was sewing bolt rope, it was taking me a week and a half up to 2 weeks just to sew bolt rope and make all the kringles just for one sail. So can you imagine that? So 40-60 hours for one sail on the live streams, it will take forever to do it. So I will show you everything, the key moments, and the rest I just will do it behind the screen. So let's do it. I hope I will complete everything what I am planning to today. Where is the proper one? Good. Actually I can move video on in this corner and you can see me better. Checking questions. Finally I have chat on my phone, on my screen, everything is working. Yay! So I have everything or nothing. I just said this and my live chat disappeared on the phone. Good job. Just for some reason I can notice faster on the phone than on the screen. Live chat, please. Good. Let's work. So this is the last 2 canvas which I have to sew together. And let's try. What is my sewing machine doing today? Perfect match. Good. Exactly where I marked it. This is what I like when it is perfect match. Here I marked lots of lines. Let's hope that I will sew in the proper one. And now I have to do the second seam on top of this one, and then we can cut our sails. Don't rush. Come on, not so fast. Made somewhere not really straight line here. That's already, so be it. Already done. Damage already done. my god, I don't know if you can hear this. Imbir is snoring so loudly that I think even microphone can catch it. So if you can hear somebody is snoring, this is not me. I'm not sleeping behind the sewing machine. This is my cat. So this will be number 6 and this will be half of it, and a few more, 6 more after this one. Almost fell out somewhere here. It's not noticeable. Good. So my stitches are all right. So it took me 20 minutes to sew 6 canvas, so another 20 minutes and we start cutting them. Okay. Very narrow part. I don't know how I created this, but that's why I'm manually doing this. I'm afraid that my stitches will fall off of these. I will unsew it just badly. I fell from the straight line, just a few stitches next to it, so I can do this. Actually, I can do it even with needle, not that many stitches are here. Alright, we'll cut it. So false start one more time. Oh, come on. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Meganiko. I hope it is beautiful, and I believe it should be even more beautiful on the model. Come on. Ouch. Or too fast or too slow, and I believe one stitch fell out of my line. Right here. Not that bad, not really noticeable, but something is not straight. Three more and we can cut our sails. Oh, come on. line. Not really bad, but not beautiful. Again. And two is left, two seams are left. Okay. And the last one. Ay, 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 ay. Don't fall out of my straight, beautiful seam. Okay, now let's check how much they shrink, because usually after such sewing, sails are getting narrower, or cloth canvas are getting narrower. So let me move the sewing machine. Let's try to do something with this. So we have on one side, let me move also camera on so I can show you from top. It will be more visible for you what I have done here. Even more. So this is the side where I was sewing, so I have two seams, and this is the side where it's only one visible, so this will be my fore view, this is aft view. So this is how I want it to be. So let's start with this one. And I have made a few mistakes. I can see this one uneven, and this one uneven. Can I stick between them? Yay! This one is uneven, this one is uneven, the rest are perfect stitches. So, and it should be like this. Right? Right. Okay, we'll center it. Almost. You can see if it's this one too are matching, mismatch, like, let me tell you exactly how much they shrink. Of course I can stretch it a little more, and this is stretchy part, what is good. But let me position it properly. So it shrink 1, 2, 3.5 millimeters. I'm good with that, not that bad. How about on this side? 1, 2, 3, 3.5, yes. So it's alright. I'm good with that. Visually it will be fine. So let me grab pencil and I will mark my sail with a bigger ruler. Also want to mark course it's not completely visible. We will switch to a different lens so you can get a wider angle for the next sail. But let me already mark this one. Can't drop it at the moment. Give me a second, I will switch to a different lens so you can see entire sail. So let me switch to the screen and I can switch the lens. Okay, and now round one, this one. Good. So now you can see completely what I'm doing. So I just mark the foot and head of the sail like this. Put two marks where I have to make my leech lines. And it should be like this. Right, closed everything with the video. And second leech line or edge, leech side of the sail. Good. Now I will mark all my reinforcements, all these doublings. So 2.7, this will be a tricky one. Where is my smaller ruler? 2.7. Actually, I'm marking on the reverse side that line because I will be sewing it from the other side. Or no, actually I'm just trying to reverse how I'm sewing it, or I will mark it on my additional piece of cloth and then we'll pin it. So yeah, okay, I'm marking on the proper side. Decided already how I will do it. Don't have to be very strong line, so I can do the laundry after that. 2.7, 2.7 on the leech side and 2.7 at the head of the sail. Good. So everywhere 2.7. Okay, 2.7 it is. 1, 2, and 7. Don't like when I'm getting double line. Which one is the correct one? Not this one. I could iron it also. It can make this part of work much easier. But too much trouble to go and iron it. And 2.7 head of the sail. Okay, 2.7 it is. These doublings I'm usually ignoring and just sewing one straight seam of stitches, so that this is like imitation. So this time I'm making these doublings. Now, how about to make reinforcements? 12.6 millimeters the width. 12.6. Oh, good job. This is where I'm marking it. This is our reinforcement. .6. And these pieces of cloth or canvas, they will be sewn the last. What is it here? 10 millimeters. 10 millimeters it is. How much is visible on this side? Good. So I will flip it. Oh, don't fly. I need you. I need you. Still. So where is it? I have an idea how to mark corners of my sail so I can see it. So actually I don't need this pattern. I can see my sail like this. I want to draw the perimeter of it so I can mark my reinforcement. So it is not in my way. 4.3 at the head of the sail. Okay, 4.3 it is. .3, 4.3. And will sharpen my pencil. Good. 9.3. I think I checked that with David Steele that it is on the aft side. Right, yeah, I remember I was checking it. 9.3. Can use this one. I hate when it is producing two lines. One more time to make it more visible. Darker maybe, the correct one. This. Okay, foot, that's it. And actually that's it. Good, this one we can cut. I have scissors, but I also have a very special tool. Which I believe should also cut through these seams. But we will try, and we'll see in a moment if it can or if it can't. So I will make some reserve. It is not cutting everywhere. And interesting that it cuts through the seams or this folded parts of canvas, but not the cloth itself. Did now. Maybe I will use it for reinforcements. So we'll keep that piece. And I can cut here. Beautiful cut off. Maybe I could cut it narrower here, but already did. So this is our foresail. Let's prepare mainsail. And our mainsail. I have a bad feeling that I have to add another cloth, or not, because this one shrinked even more, I believe. Let me check. No, the same 3 millimeters, I believe. Exactly 3.2. 3.5. I'm good with that. I believe this one was like 20 millimeters and it should be 24. So just perfect match. We have entire proper width for the sides of the sail. So good. I'm good with this. So now I will choose how to position this one. In the middle, please. Oh, interesting, interesting. So I just will mark my corners. And now I can transfer it here. have somewhere bigger ruler? Yes. Definitely I do. And I just will repeat myself one more time. Stretchy side is right here. And that side which is not elastic, the vertical one. So just to remind you that, and who missed that information, just to inform you which side is the stretchy effect, which one is without. Now I will mark all my couplings and reinforcements. So, which one will be head? Which one will be foot? Okay, this is foot, this is head. 3.2. Where is this ruler? It's in my way. 3.2. 3.2. Same. And 3.2. Missed spot. .2 actually entire perimeter, I believe. 3.7 head of the sail. So let me mark head of the sail. And what was that? 3.2. Okay, 3.2 for the leech sides. This one is like not right. I can see the curvature of this line. because of the position of the canvas. Yeah, definitely it was stretched, so this is how it should be. Straight. Good thing that it will be closed, or almost. 3.2. 3.2. So just weird spot stretched like this. So I believe after the laundry it will shrink and we'll get it proper position. And I think I was eating something. I have a spot here, like sandwich, next to the canvas, like good. Still will be tinted, so it doesn't matter. Good. This mistake is covered. Just perfect. 3.2. 3.2. 3.2. And 3.2. And I want to sew them today, so I'm hoping that I can sew entire sail during these 2 hours, like 4 sails smaller. But I want to complete main sail too, if my sewing machine will allow me and won't stop sewing. So I can laundry it also and prepare it for the next week. By the way, next week, I don't remember, Saturday or Sunday, 19th. What was the date for July 19th? I have to go to Boston to pick up my model at the USS Constitution Museum, so we will have only one live stream next weekend. Or I can make afternoon like 2 p.m. so it will be like 4 hours later than usual time. Just because I will work on SAILS still, so who is not interested in it, you just can dismiss it. And I just want to really sew them as fast as I can, because I know that at least half of you won't make the model with SAILS because it's difficult. And this is something really, sometimes people are ordering like special order somebody to do it because they can build fantastic, beautiful quality hull and spars and rigging, but SAILS are just a big side. I built 3 models for the same client who was building very quickly, very good quality hulls, spars, everything. He was bringing me just a bunch of spars, cloth, ropes. Can you make SAILS? Sure. And I was rigging also, because with knots he wasn't really good. But that was special order, and I built, completed for him 3 models like that. Okay. Reinforcements. Clue. Cloth. 19 millimeters. I said this is foot. 19 millimeters. 19 millimeters. And 19 millimeters. And by international rules, if you build model scratch or kit, doesn't matter, you can order something. Just don't run with a plate like I ordered SAILS. Just claim that it is yours. You paid money for somebody to do it for you. That's it. It's yours. You build model. You can compete with that one. Okay. 19. 19. And 19. And at the head of the sail it's only 12 and a half. 12 and a half it is. Oh, nice. I will cover this. Not even, I don't know if you can see, this is something happened here with my stitches. The line is not even. Can I cover? Oh, not really, but almost. 12 and a half, almost, at least half of it. So, good enough. Less mess will be visible. Now I will go on the aft side. I will use some pins. Can do it now. Pencil. So I will mark them. I have nothing at the foot, yes, only at the head of the sail. I have reinforcement, 10 millimeters. Okay. Millimeters. Where is my small ruler? Small ruler. And leech cloth, it is 9 millimeters. Oh, I forgot to draw the line here. Actually, I don't need this big ruler anymore. I will use shorter one. Need to sharpen my pencil. This is something previously marked, so it won't distract me. And 9 millimeters. Yay! Now let's trim a little, or actually I will need bigger ruler, or maybe I can do this one, like this. I'll keep my patterns somewhere here if I will need them again. This piece of canvas, this will be our reinforcements, doublings. Okay, we'll keep this tool next to me, because now I need to cut some strips for our reinforcements, and I have some cuts off here. Maybe I will use something. So this is actually, oh, it's not long enough for the mainsail, for the head and foot of the mainsail and foot for the foresail. It's just close much. Theoretically it should be enough. Let me check what was sewn first. Leech cloth or foot and head of the sail. But give me a second, I will grab book. So I will check also with steel order in which what first to be sewn. Constantly repeating, Krum is also constantly repeating the 2 books must have if you want to rig properly your model, not simplified versions from the kit, but this is Young Sea Officer Sheet Anchor by Darcy Lever, and this is not secondary sources, this is primary sources. All the books, Marquardt, or every ship modeler who made decent book, all of them are based on these 2 books. And sometimes they're making mistakes in interpretation, because, for example, this one is very simply written. This is David Steele, this is volume 2, exactly about how to sew the sails. Volume 3 about rigging and diameters of ropes. And sometimes ship modelers are interpreting this incorrectly. I have a fantastic, beautifully illustrated book. I believe that was, I will show you. But lots of mistakes, like, for example, when Steele is describing something like, for example, how the lanyard was installed on the Deadeyes, he is looking at the ship like he is aboard. And Marquardt, I don't remember, McKay, I just mixing the names, let me show you. Marquardt. And he describes this as he's looking on the model from the side, like he's looking at them on the model. And half of that description he described properly, transferred it, that it is like he's looking on the model. Half it was from the inside the ship, so he mixed it. And in this book, it's beautifully illustrated for the, like, to get understanding what is what. He illustrates everything. It's perfect book, but it is full of technical mistakes. So it's good, but if you have David Steele and you can check him, or Darcy Lever. So because lots of mistakes I found here. Just this is from my own experience. And sometimes when I'm hearing like, oh, I have a book, I used that one, only one, Marquardt, like, yeah, and that book is with mistakes. So can't help. This is 2 books which you must have, and this is actually entire set, 4 volumes, so you can dismiss the volume 4 because that one is mostly how to handle the ship, how to tack, etc. But first 3 books, this is must have for ship modelers, or at least second and third, because second one is SAILS and third one rigging. The first one is how to make spars, I believe, yes, or something else. So what I want to check here, SAILS. Sometimes Lever describes more details than David Steele, but exactly the same. SAILS. Yay, foresail. Perfect. So what we have? Rebound. We don't have them clue. We have it. And I want to open mainsail here. Actually, I will open just details of it. This is doublings, all sails in inches. We already draw the doublings, so I want to check that one. I want to find my reinforcements. No, SAILS. I need terminology for SAILS. SAILS, please. Of course, when I need it fast, SAILS are made of canvas. Good. Thank you for that. even a single the sails of one mast vessel. So this is exactly our case, but I want to get into the details. Sail making, cutting out sails, good. Seams, doublings, yeah, as I said, we already have all the doublings. The doublings of all sails are of proportional blah 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 blah. He describes even how many stitches, with 68 to 72 stitches in a yard. Yay. Finally, top linings and mast cloths are put on the aft side. We don't have mast cloths. This is that additional square pieces where the sail chafe around them. Actually, we have some sort of, but we don't have any reinforcements on our, it's too small boat. So, top linings and other linings on the fore side of the sail. All linings are seamed on and stuck with from 68 to 72 stitches per yard again. Many sails have linings in various parts to give them additional strength, such are the reef bands, we don't have reef bands, middle bands, we don't have middle bands, leech linings, we have leech linings, bunt line cloths, we don't have bunt line cloths. All of which are particularly mentioned in their respective places. It may be necessary, however, to add a few. Okay. So top linings are and mast cloths are put on the aft side. Yeah, top lining. This is our at the head. We don't have mast cloths. Reef bands. Top linings and mast cloths are put on the aft side, and all the other linings on the fore sides. So okay, this one should be, so I don't know where I have checked it, but these leech linings, they should be aft, and doublings aft. This should be fore and this should be aft. Okay, let me check one more time if I'm mixing something. Clues for sail gear. I don't need gear, I need... Okay, bending the sail, which is already too far. I have seen somewhere in the Lee's book when he described so easily and understandable how to sew them. So let me keep this one open and I will check this one. I'm constantly mixing which reinforcement on what side, and so this is why I'm checking it. No, sails. I need just sails. Sails, please. Sails. Sails are made of canvas. Yay, you didn't know that. Sails are frequently gored more or less in the foot. We have only topsail like that. Foot parallel to the head, yay. Square sails are not so called from their shape, but because they are superior, they are their heads hanging apparel to them, which blah blah blah. Made from canvas, good. And about ropes also, sails are made of canvas, the number of the strengths of which is determined by the size or use of the sail. The strongest canvas is called number 1. There is description also of the thickness of the canvas, and there is a table. Okay, from number 1 to number 8 different canvas were used. Sails are surrounded by a rope called bolt rope, but this is of different demonstration according as it is sewn to the head, foot or leech. Those that at the head is called the head rope, that at the side the leech rope, and that at the foot the foot rope. The foot rope is the strongest. Yeah, it is usually the thickest one. And at the head of the sail we have the thinnest bolt rope, because nothing is happening there. The leech rope somewhat less, and the head rope the least. Yes, good. So nothing, only this small paragraph in Steele's book. Yep. Okay. This is already gear for the sails. So I will put lever aside and we'll check Steele one more time. Dumplings. And again bolt rope. Oh, here is also the table. This is very interesting. Let me switch to the screen. We have a table, number of yarns in each strength for bolt ropes. So even number of depends on the size, even threads in each strength. So how many of them, even to that. This is just really like cooking book, just for sails, to make sails. You just have to follow all the dimensions. You just have to grab it from the table, and this is table of the and also Steele uses not diameters but circumference. So actually the length of the circle of the rope, so you have to convert it into diameter, and if you're using millimeters you have to convert it into millimeters and then divide it to our scale, and you will get a proper diameter of rope which you need for your model. But this is just really fun to calculate. So this is bolt ropes for each sail, head, foot, leech. Actually, if it is fore and aft sail, so it has fore leech and after leech, and all the diameter, all circumferences are here. So you have to just pick and choose yours and convert it into your scale in millimeters if you want. And this is what I wanted to mention. I think I told you this before, that on smaller vessels like ours, clue were made out of the bolt rope, just a loop with seizing. Because usually on the big, like men of war, they were made of thicker ropes than the bolt rope, and then they were sewn to the corners of the sail. Oh, this is exactly what described here. The clues of main course are made with clue rope 2 inches larger than the bolt rope for ships of 50 guns and upwards, and 1.5 inch larger for ships under 50 guns. So it depends on the size of the ship also. Clue. And this is maybe where I find something more useful. Nope. And different sails. Different canvas were used for different sails, and now we have sails. Actually, mainsail. I need mainsail, not topsail. Where is the mainsail? For course. How about main? Ah, this is where I can find more details. gores. One cloth is gored on each leech, and the gore on the foot is of 1 inch per cloth. Okay. 4 seams, doublings, reef, and head holes. Instruction we have. We don't have middle band. I want something about linings. Are of 1 breadth of cloth from the clue to the earring on the leeches, seam on the end, stuck in the middle with from 68 to 72 stitches per yard, blah blah blah, I know that. Blunt line cloth, we don't have it. Middle band, we don't have it. In the merchant service, and yeah, there is a difference between warships and merchant ships. On what side? Aft, fore or aft? This is what I'm searching for leeches. How about here? And of course I will find it after I will sew it on the wrong side. Nothing. It's okay, I will believe that it is on the aft side, so let's sew it and then I will find the answer, and that will be funny. So I will cut some just strips of canvas, and I will sew first this one. It's smaller, so I maybe will finish in 10 minutes. Nah, but I can try. So I will at least make one side and then we'll continue until I will finish it. Something like this. Maybe I will find additional piece of canvas because this is not enough for sure. Not enough for 2 sails, I mean. I think. How much wider? I'm eyeballing it, of course. Okay, now head of the sail, because this is not long enough for the foot of the sail. And aft side. And for the rest, I need to find more canvas. I have some pieces here. I can cut the reinforcements. but let's start with the simplest straight lines. Like for example, this is. So what I will do, I just will pin it and then I will sew it. And probably I will draw the line that I can see exactly what I'm sewing, pencil, because I'm closing the line and it is not really visible. So I will put one line on another to simplify my life. Like this. Now I need to put them together and pin it. Maybe now I can bring camera closer to show you what I'm doing exactly here. And checking if I'm getting into proper position. Not really, just a little to move. And good. This one I can cut. So let me bring the camera closer. Another thin piece of lining, or this is tabling actually. This is tabling. So just need to put on top of this marked line and pin it. Is this proper one? Yes. Good actually to have that light with table with light. I have it because you can put it one on top of each other and you can see these marked lines clearly. Very convenient. I have it. Just want to sew it faster, so at least to show you some result in the end of this live stream. So now we will sew it like this. Let me move my sewing machine back. It is heavy one. So maybe now I should bring my close-up camera back, but we'll see what I can do with this one. Where is the sail? So let me show you with this lens first, then I will bring close-up camera. Actually, I can move the sewing machine a little more. And let me check one more time field of depth. Let's do some sewing. Where is this pedal? We'll remove needle one by one. Scissors. Scissors right here. So this is what we achieved on this side. Good. Now on the other side we'll do the same. Also got this side. Now where is it? Two pieces for the head of the sail. This is what I will do here. We'll draw the line. If I can find my pencil. transfer it or we'll pin it with 7 pins. So to this specific which I marked. Nope. Didn't align it properly. How about the light? That's why it's very convenient to do it on the light table with light. You can put them together perfectly, one on top of each other. Not that much light I have here. Perfect. So now I will stretch it and we'll put it here. Ouch! Stick it into my finger. It's painful. Nope. And nope. It should be right here. Same we'll do for this side. Good. I know it's time, let me finish one seam. So this is what we got here. Oh, and as I said, I want to finish today sewing them so I can do the laundry. So I will stay here and will till the end, or until my sewing machine will give up to sew. So I will sew another linings and doublings on the mainsail too, because I have another piece of cloth where I will cut longer strips of canvas. But I just want to finish it today, so if you can stay with me I will appreciate that. I like to work in company, but I'm working today until the final stitch will be done on the sewing machine, because the rest will be hand sewn. So I will also sew the doubling on the foot of the sail, and then I will switch to leech cloth linings. Excuse me, something is itchy. And then I have still these reinforcements. Actually, no, I can't make the reinforcements before I will sew everything else. So I will do the reinforcements, this final in the corners, the last one. So I will do that. Will cut another piece of cloth and will make the doublings on at the foot of the sail. Just need much. And another thing, I'm cutting these pieces of canvas direction which is not stretchy, because if it will be stretchy you can create waves on your sail like that. So this is only the length, that's why I can't it cut perpendicular. I'm cutting along with fibers, so that's why I need long piece of canvas right now here. And this is what I will do. So I will cut piece of canvas here for long strips. Something is not right, probably I have to go and grab some water. Okay, how long my mainsail? Where is my mainsail? Okay, mainsail. I need piece of cloth this long. So just will mark it. And we'll cut some strips from this edge. With long ruler. This is just cut off. Now I will cut some. I need one narrow strip for the foot of the sail. Good job. Didn't cut it through. I believe it's time to replace this blade. This is what I need here. But I will cut a few more, because I will need for the mainsail also long strip. So let me cut perpendicular. Cut also. So long one. One. Long one. Two. wide long also for the mainsail. Then I will need for the sides, so 1, 2 and foot, and I will need shorter strips like these. Don't want to cut too long because I have to cut them. Oh, I have some here actually. Where is my pencil? Pencil. Don't want to waste my expensive canva, what I'm trying to say. Pencil. Yes, this is the correct one. Actually, I can use shorter ruler now, it is more convenient. So I will need too wide, too narrow, and some reinforcements. No, too narrow. Reasonably narrow. One more. So this is for the mainsail. We'll keep it here, and some cloth for the reinforcement. So I will cut this one here, which I already started. Just perfect piece of canvas to become reinforcements. Glue cloth and ear ring canvas. So this is what I'm talking about. I have such a piece. I believe I have everything now. So let me fold this back. And let's work on our fourth topsail. Okay, need to mark line. And we need to pin it here and sew it here. Okay, yeah, I know that it is too long, so I'm not offended that you have to go. Don't worry about that. I also know that not everybody are making sales, so that's why I want to complete them before, like in a few more episodes. Maybe I want to make at least one more, but maybe next stream will be about already working on the boat again. My hands are getting much better. they are no longer itchy, just everything should heal. But I think I can work next week on the boat and dusty stuff to do. But I have to tint my sails, so we will spend another 10-15 minutes to make them more brownish grayish color, and they will dry another week or so, and then I will show you how to sew the boat rope. Maybe I will make just some corners like clue, kringle or earring, and just to show you how to connect thinner bolt rope with a bigger diameter one. And that's it. And the rest I just will do behind the screen, because it's too much to show everything on air, just especially with sewing bolt rope. When I will show you a few stitches, and this is just so repetitive and boring work, that just makes no sense to show you everything on live stream. Trying to put this one aligned properly. Okay, I think this is properly, more or less. And I hope more than less, because this is the goal, to make it right. Didn't reach the proper position, not good. Should be here, yes. Perfect. A few more such pins and we can sew the foot of the sail. Okay. Come on. Where is it, pedal? Oh, it's run away from me. Or cable too short, or both. stretch it a little and reposition it like this. Just to make smaller sail, less sticking out pieces. So this is our fore side. Now we will go on the aft. By the way, we need to redraw all these lines here to mark our perimeter of the sail. And maybe I could cut a little this inside canvas. It's too long, too big, don't like it. I'm talking about these inserts. So it won't be visually very thick. This side too. To make them lighter, what I'm trying to say. Same here. So just like that. And same for the foot and the head of the sail, just to make it lighter. Come on, cut. My scissors are not cutting. Come on. And this one. Just when it is so many layers, it will be visible that it is too heavy on the edges, and this is not good, so that's why I want to make it lighter. Like this. Now let's go on the aft side. And I have seen somewhere my wider pieces of canvas here. So let me draw the line where I will sew it. Or I will put this pin right here. And like this. getting strange angle. Should be going straight. Can be reinforcement. I forgot to stretch this one in the opposite direction. I need to resolve it. I need to repeat this. So let me put back my pins. At least they were properly positioned. Forgot to check what I'm doing. This is always happens when you are trying to do something faster and trying to rush. Always something is bending in wrong direction. So badly want to finish them today, but I'm making mistake after mistake. Yeah, in the instructions we don't have sails. In the kit, entire kit designed without sails. So yeah, this is only what sails you can find in the Smithsonian's drawings, and who purchased them, you have them. You have even details how to sew them. This is very nice and convenient and valuable information too. So I just designed them for our scale and published them in our Facebook group with all the dimensions, all these paper patterns I mean. I published them there so you can grab them and make them with all the dimensions. So everybody who wants to make sails too, you have everything what you need. Come on. Don't want to cut through the canvas. So please just rip it in proper position. Or I will remove needles, it's inconvenient. Can do faster without them here. Just by stretching and cutting seams. somewhere here. Okay, one more time, just to check. Bend into proper position my doubling or lining of the at the head of the sail, like this. And one more time, I will sew it from the other side. Drew a different line with a pencil. Ow! Stick it into my finger. Perfect match. Yay. Second try. Perfect. Everything is a proper position. Yes. I hope so. And what do we have now? Yes, perfect. Have the seam here. Now same for this side. Where is it? Second piece. Everything is here. Everything what I need. proper position? Not really. Let me check it one more time. Proper position here. A few more pins and I can sew the second lining. Right. This pin is reverse in opposite direction. So let me readjust this one. Good. Good, correct, perfect. So now what is left? Oh, the head of the sail is left. I need another strip. It was somewhere. This is a sample. I had somewhere another strip. This is for the mainsail. Or I haven't, maybe. Can cut something from somewhere. Oh, come on. I think I cut all strips I need. And I need wide one and short one. Checking all the cuts off. Maybe I can cut from here. Maybe. Yeah, I can cut this one from here. Let me just make straight cut. this was my sample. Now it can become my sail. So let me pull all these yarns which I don't like here. Oh, I have two pencils here now. That's interesting. Double line. Good job. One more time. Proper line. Oh, and before I will sew that, I will trim this leech cloth or leech lining to make it lighter. Come on. My scissors are no longer sharp. So let me position it properly. Why this one is so close? Like this. Actually, I'm thinking to sew it from the fore side to make it perfect straight line. Theoretically I can, because this is visible part, so let me switch to this side. Sometimes I'm cheating just to make it look really good. And I can see my pencil line through the canvas. It's so transparent, so I can see that line. So I will make it also lighter, but I will check what I've done here. Nice. But I also will do this trimming. Nice. And now is the most interesting, reinforcements. Let me put it this way. And what I can use where? Can I use this one? Yes, I can. This will be the most interesting because I will cheat on one side, so I just will bend piece right here. Oh, maybe this side because I have mark here. And this is how I will sew it here. something, maybe scissors, just to stretch the cloth. And now reverse, smaller step, reverse, one more, and forward. Just look at these yarns or threads, they are not getting inside and causing troubles. Don't need this one. I will flip it like this and will sew it on top. This should be perfect. 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Not at an angle, please. Like continuation of the canvas. So sewing pin will help. I hope. Can't get it perfect 90 degrees, so let me do it here under my nose. Come on. Maybe manually because it's a tricky spot and I want to match with this seam. Reverse and then again forward. Wider steps maybe will help. So this is what I got here. My beautiful reinforcement. I can bring camera closer to show you closer how to do it exactly. Actually, I will bring my close-up lens. These two books actually are in the description under the video. You can find links even where to buy them on Amazon. So everything is already there, especially for you guys. And I'm repeating practically in every video where I'm using something for rigging, sails, making, etc. that these two books must have. But let me bring a close-up lens so I can show you how to make this reinforcement. Switch camera so I won't get you into seasickness from shaking it. Okay. So this is what we achieved here. I will sew perimeter of the sail, then it will be beautiful, but right now this is our some yarn sticking out. This is our reinforcement. So let's make on this side. We'll cut some extra canvas. I have this one will be for the mainsail. I have some extra cloth here. Can use this one. And this one. All cuts off will go to the reinforcement. Okay. Yeah, good enough. So let me draw the line with a small ruler. Okay, we'll use a big one. Not comfortable with it, but it is what it is. So again, I will sew it like this. Just need to bend it. I have some marks on another side. Good job. Okay, we'll sew it on from the other side. Don't like the pencil marks. should be with this mark in one line. Like this. Reverse, smaller steps, like this, forward, can remove this one. And this one. So this is what I got here. Let me trim all these threads. I did exactly the same mistake. I forgot to bend in proper direction my lining at the head of the sail. One more time to sew. Let me cut this. And this is what I'm repeating constantly. If you're trying to rush, you are constantly getting in trouble. It was so nice, so straight seam. And I have to cut it. Very small steps, very difficult to get them. Come on. And who made such small stitches? Let's try it from this side. Now I need to clean it and repeat with properly position this doubling of at the head of the sail, like this. some extra yarn. Now one more time I need to clean also my reinforcement from all these pieces of thread. And one more time. Okay, second try, check. Everything is correct? Looks like it. I hope this time it will be correct. Reverse. Reverse. Forward. Yay! Now I need to position it properly 90 degrees. Check, check. Maybe I can do it without needle. And the keyword is maybe. To make it right. Reverse, forward, and another reinforcement is ready. Same as here, so let me trim a little. Everything to trim here, a lot to trim here. Yay, 2 more reinforcements. This sail is ready. What can I cut here to make it lighter? Like everything what got under this reinforcement, I can trim. Because it is too thick and visually it is in scale not beautiful. Just all these extra layers can be trimmed, which are hidden in these reinforcements and linings. One more layer to trim. Like this. Better. Same in this corner. Essentially I'm keeping only the sail itself, to which I'm sewing all these canvas. The rest I'm trying to trim. Like this. Another 2 pieces. I have 1 piece right here, so maybe it's enough for 2 reinforcements. We'll see. The key word is maybe. I will be happy if it is enough. Again, this is with some marks. Correct? I believe so. Okay, everything's in proper position? Yes, almost. Almost. Let me fix this one needle. Because almost is not same as correct. Now it's better. Reverse. Forward. And I don't like when this yarn sticking somewhere in wrong place. Or thread in this case. It's not yarn really, not crocheting. I'm sewing. Oops. Oops. What's wrong with this one? Created some loops which I don't like, so let me just pull them out with needle. This is when I was reversing and something wasn't working right. So, and now I need to bend it like this and sew it 90 degrees. Like this. Come on. 90 degrees. I think I can do it without 7 pins. Like this. Reverse, turn and straight. This is what I got. I have somewhere bigger scissors, so I can cut it. Maybe if scissors will cut it, or chew it. This is our other corner with reinforcement, like this. I need one more and one sail will be ready. So it is taken a lot of time. I had somewhere another piece of canvas, and the keyword is somewhere, or maybe I will cut another one from the cloth I have, because this is not enough. Let me throw away these cuts off. Or maybe this one will work. Let me try. I have just one small tiny piece. Should be enough. It is even marked properly. Yay! We'll use it. Or almost properly. Front side. Ouch! And stick it into my finger. It's painful. Right, it's not right. Not proper position at all. Should be here. Right? Right, that is correct. Now let me bend it properly. Bend it properly. Reverse. Forward. And where is it? Second thread. It won't be in my way, I hope. And let's sew it. Now 90 degrees, preferably with all these yarns inside. Ouch! Cut it too short, but I lost my thread from the needle. Very small step forward, reverse, and again forward. let me cut all these layers. Actually, I can also make lighter corners at the foot of the sail. Just will trim all these extra layers. Extra layers, extra layers. Actually, that's it. Same for the other side. Got caught somewhere. What else I can trim here? And this is how the sail will go to the lawn. Oh no, I need to sew the perimeter. So for the perimeter, I will mark again entire perimeter of the sail one more time with a pencil, and we'll sew entire perimeter together. So this is where it should be. So perimeter of the sail. And this is what will be the final touch. Straight line, please. Same here. Straight line, please. final touch. This is the final touch of the sail. Just don't get in my way, please. I will make such triangular turns, so I will have straight lines of each edge of the sail. Which one is this double line? Just to check everything is in order. Everything is in order. Yay! This is how I will laundry it. And after laundry I will tint it, and then I will soak all the edges next to the seam, this perimeter one, with cyanoacrylate, so I can safely cut it very precisely and close to the edge, so then I can sew the bolt rope. So I believe topsail is ready. What I'm missing? Hope nothing. To trim some sticking out threads. Yay! I have first one. Oh, and I'm already almost 4 hours on the air again. I'm not sure that I want to get another 2 hours. You just will kill me for this 6 hours live stream. Nobody will survive. Maybe another hour, yes, but I definitely can't finish entire main cell in 1 hour. It's bigger. Not that more complicated, just bigger. So maybe I have to skip, and next episode also will be about 7 sails. So we can do the laundry together, because this is important step in 7 sails, to do the laundry. So who is not with us today, they won't miss it too. So I believe this I have to finish it today. As usually, I was not expecting this to take so long. So let me show you the sail one more time. This is aft, this is fore side. So this is our foresail. It will be somewhere here on the model. Actually, I like it. I really like it. You can see through when the light is going through the sail. Don't know how much visible when I'm putting it next to the light. The reinforcements are getting darker spots, so this is just how it should be. I like it. I like scale 1 to 24. We can make more details. So with this, I believe I will thank you for coming, for joining me in this little adventure. I hope I will see your progress on the Facebook group. I will go there right now and check it. And a big, huge thank you to the sponsors. Guys, you are making possible to run all these episodes regularly, and I'm trying to not miss it, except when I have to go to the museum. So let me check when I'm going, actually, Sunday or Saturday. 19th, it's Sunday. So see you on Saturday, and on Sunday we can discuss on Saturday if you want to get another episode live stream afternoon, like about now to start. And 2 hours of live streaming, like it's 2 hours, 2 p.m. almost here. So, and I should come back around noon-ish, maximum at 1 p.m. So I can theoretically make live stream at 2 p.m. and about 2 hours, just to do something on our sails or on the model. So with this, I wish you a very nice rest of the day, and take care, guys. See you in a week.